Hello, everybody! Welcome to Can't Draw Horses Club. I'm Corey, and today I'm joined by Cass.
Hello.
Say hello, everybody. Alright, so Cass is going to introduce me to the wonderful world of a program called Wonderdraft to draw maps. And you may ask yourself, what am map? Uh, Luckily, Cass has prepared some true facts about maps
Mm.
for us to bring us in. So, let's see. How about there? There we go. All right.
Alrighty. So, maps were invented in the late 14th century by Mark J. Mapp, a budding landscape artist with the misfortune to be born before the invention of perspective. Nobody was buying his flat-looking paintings, and he had so many he started drawing on them to help people find his home on the notoriously difficult-to-find street of Mornington Crescent. This style of artwork was then rediscovered 60 years later by Lady Jennifer, by Lady Jennifer of Slough, an impoverished noblewoman who had lost her fortune on the stock exchange, a weekly event where townsfolk trade recipes for soup broth. She designed a machine which could illustrate maps in such fine detail that it became useful for town planning. The only downside was that her machine was so large it had to be pulled everywhere on a cart, which is where we get the term cartography. It also had a minor flaw that caused the maps to be printed on their side. Unfortunately, the marketing campaign claiming that her maps were correctly oriented, and any which did not show east to the top were wrong, didn't catch on. Around this time, a retired artillery specialist, Skip Ordnance, met an apprentice cartoonist, Skip Survey. After spending an evening at the pub discussing the coincidence of them sharing a first name, they realised they both had a keen interest in maps. But wished they could be more useful. They spent the next 4 years making a map marking every petrol station in the country. But when they had it printed, the press operators mistook their names for instructions, and the Ordnance Survey map was born. It was not until several weeks later that J.R.R. Tolkien discovered that maps did not need to be of real places, a secret he used to design his world consistently, and which he only revealed under duress from his publisher, who thought including maps in his books would boost sales. Tolkien then valiantly wrote his books to be as long as possible, in the hopes that these secret maps would never be discovered. In 1902, Gary Gygax, in an attempt to make his single-character wargames more interesting, invented the battle map for his players, which was made of engraved steel sheets that could be rolled up and used as a rudimentary club. This led him to create the storytelling medium he is best known for today, LARP. The final evolution of the art of cartography came in 1933, when Harry Adobe, illustrator for the Gentry, designed a map comprised entirely of coloured lines, describing the area of London. The town council was so impressed that they built a subway system the following year to commemorate it. But that is not where our story ends. Who knows what new innovations in cartography will be invented, and who will make them? Perhaps even you.
Yes.
It's an exciting field. And we will draw some exciting fields.
And maybe some exciting mountains.
Yes,
And an exciting
definitely.
island.
That is the plan.
So people are very happy about Mornington Crescent. And
Excellent.
this one comment, sadly the only reason to make a map of Slough is so people can more easily avoid going there.
Ah, that's not actually true. The second use is so people can more easily leave. The maps have many, many hidden uses.
Have you ever considered making a one-to-one scale map?
Um, I think the difficulty with that is you need a lot of paper.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting project, but yeah, an expensive project. I'd be willing to do it, but no multi-trillionaires have hired me yet, so
I think there's only one, so maybe you
uh,
should like reach out.
yeah, maybe.
All right. So the plan today is to first off draw big island so that
Mm-hmm.
I get like a feel for how Wonderdraft works. And then we're going off book. We're going off the rails. Crazy train. Uh, and we'll probably take some suggestions from chat about what to draw next. Sound good, everybody? Good. All right. Here I'm program.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little corgi butt. So, new, I think is first.
Yeah, you
Yes.
want to go new and pick whatever takes your fancy.
Oh, adventure theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they've even got gothic horror. Horror.
Mm. Okay. So, the first place we probably want to kick off is doing some land.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll have nowhere to be. So if you jump into land, you can ignore the first button because that's boring, and that's for people who want Wonderdraft to make a map for them, and we don't want to do that.
Landmass wizard, though. What does he do?
He makes land masses.
Okay, so brush.
But we want the point of today is we want to become landmass wizards.
That is true. I didn't know until today that that's what I wanted.
Mm.
But now it's
Like
all I
a
want.
hat and a robe that's got all, or like a massive atlas painted on it.
Alright. We have land.
Hooray!
We can resize the brushy. Make land less spherical.
We can bowl about and make our island.
Yes, I like these lumps.
I think I'm going to take a little bay out. Little extra island.
Oh. Manual zoom. Okay.
Mm.
Middle mouse to pan. Ooh. So to Emily's asking, what is the software and where could we get it? This is Wonderdraft, and No Smoke Fire has posted it. They used the Humble interface for purchasing, so that was pretty easy. It was about 40 Canadian. But it's probably less in money that's worth something.
If you are playing along at home, Wonderdraft is absolutely what I recommend. The website Incarnate has something similar, and I believe they have a free trial. So, if you want to have a crack and you don't have a Wonderdraft, I believe they are also entirely web-based. So, the controls won't be exactly the same, but it might be worth a crack.
Oh, you can make land go up. Okay, so
Here
you
we
kind of
have-
like roughing out the edges, eh?
Yeah, the most important part of any map, all the little squiggly bits.
All the squiggly bits.
And you can decide how rough or how unrough you want your squigglies to be.
I want super rough squiggles.
I'm gonna go not very rough.
It's like if you're approaching this island, you better have like a good pilot, because you're gonna crash in some rocks.
Yeah, if you go max, then you can get some really nice sort of fjords and things going.
Oh, love a fjord. Oh, that's nice and greebly. And there's the reverse. Oh,
Yeah, I find the reverse is fantastic if you want to get chunks out of the landscape to do a little swamp.
Oh,
You can just sort of dot it on.
little swampy.
Mm.
Do you use the hotkeys much?
Not really. I'm sure they're useful, but my keyboard's all the way over there, sadly.
In Canada?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was I rent my keyboard, and so I have a sort of Google Stadia sort of system where I'm not allowed to touch it, but someone in Canada who I pay will use it for me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this
Pretty
is
happy
definitely
with
just
that.
fun to poke with. This is nice.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to move on to a mountain?
Oh, I would love to move to a mountain. How do I do this?
It lives in symbols to the mountains,
All right,
yes.
symbols, and then the one
Mm-hmm.
that looks like a volcano.
Yep.
Oh, and then I get a palette.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pick a
These are all,
mountain.
I think, brushes technically. They'll sort of, as you brush, the symbols will cycle through all the different variations they've got.
Yeah. Whee. So they have different textures and stuff, like ink versus pen, pencil.
Yeah. When we do mountains, it's always good to remember mountains are, well, the most fun mountains at least are where two islands have smashed into each other.
Yeah.
So you usually can get mountains that feel right if you put them between two bits that might at one point not have been the same island. And then you can just add more stuff until it feels good.
Sand
I think this
dunes.
place I think this place needs some hills.
Oh, little tiny hills.
Adorable little hills. I think I actually want to destroy some of these mountains so that it's physically possible for people to get from one side of the island to the other. There we go.
Uh,
I am looking for the cloud I want. There we go.
no,
That's the cloud I want.
oh, just laughing at MTV CDM has said that. Have you seen Canada? It just breaks apart at the top like it's being torn apart by a wormhole or something. And yeah, yeah, Hudson Bay is just a big, big hole, big crater. Something happened there.
Well, that's one of the great things about doing these kind of maps, especially if you're doing it for a tabletop RPG campaign or similar. While you're making it, it often gives you that kind of inspiration for stuff. Like, what on earth happened here that made this how it is?
Hmm.
And then you can say, a wizard did it, which is the answer to everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
What if I want one big, big mountain? Yes.
Ah.
Make big mountain. Very large. Bonk.
Ooh, very nice.
It's a spray brush. Ooh. Gonna test that out in a area I can clean up easily.
Hmm.
Bonk. Yep. It does what it says in the tin.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get started on some trees.
I agree. Hmm. Hard with the eraser tool to see what the bounds of
Hmm.
items are.
If you grab the selector tool and you bound box it, it'll highlight the bounds of everything.
The oh, okay. Problem
And
solved.
if you want to get something specific, get rid of, then you can just click it through that.
There's a tree here called a larix, which is a tree I've never heard of.
Yeah, I just think of it as the Christmassy one. Let's have some of those.
But there's one just called Christmas.
Yeah, but I think I know which one's more Christmassy in reality. And it's definitely the one that's taller.
Alright, the one labeled pine is definitely not a pine. I have so many issues. Okay, some of them are pines. Uh...
Okay, everything's starting to get filled up.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
I think I need another mountain. Actually, I think I'm gonna change theme. Have something a little more.
How do you do that?
So if you go up to the top of the screen, there's a little
Ah!
theme button, and in there you can swap it out. Or if you want, you can swap only certain parts of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bit more light and breezy.
Huh. Yeah, that changes a lot of the kind of
Mm-hmm.
tone.
Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, how do you feel about water?
Love it.
How do you feel about water that goes in a line?
Oh! Like, to the ocean?
Yeah. Want to do
Oh.
some rivers?
Yes.
Cool. It lives in water.
Okay.
So I generally like to turn river source fade in off,
Okay.
because that makes your line start real thin. And as far as I'm concerned, the only rule with rivers is they start somewhere high and they end somewhere wet,
That
which
is
is
the
usually
only
the
rule.
sea.
Oh, it makes a little snaky.
Mm-hmm. You can mess with the roughness and the meander distance to your heart's content. Do whatever kind of river you like.
Wide. Oh. So lake is kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. No suspend dash. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think a lake of sodium and a lake of chloride and then connecting them with a river would work. For anybody, really. Oh. Uh, great. Tried to go erase some hills and I erased my lake instead.
Ah.
There we go.
When you're doing erasing, there's a little set of checkboxes you can use to tell it what you want to erase.
Cool. All right. So I don't want it to do mountains. Okay, hills are mountains. Yep.
Just baby mountains.
There.
There we go.
What about a lake of cola and a mountain of peppermint? Now you're thinking, Space Potato.
Mm. That is a genius idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see how some. Are you talking like, are you gonna melt it and have liquid peppermint, or are you just gonna have lots of little peppermint balls?
I think it has to be like solid peppermint, like left out in the sun and just clumped together so that it can hold the cola.
Hmm.
Sort of big peppermint mountain.
Oh, that's good. Like boulders rolling down the. That's genius. Make it happen. Okay.
I could make a very big tree. Oh, that's an idea. It's important to have a big tree sometimes.
Always.
Fresh water. Yes.
I think it's time to build a town.
Oh, town.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. Um, do you want to do a paper colored map, or do you want to paint it?
Yes? Question mark? I'm not sure what the difference would be.
Okay, so right now it is your map is all, well, both our maps are all papery,
Yep.
but we do in fact have the ability to color everything. We can paint stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made my water pink. That's it.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's a
All
good
right.
decision. The only thing is, um, the paintable little icons for the towns and things.
Right.
There's a version that's paintable, that is by default paper colored, and there's a version that's already painted, and that version has a bit has more colors basically. So you've got to
Okay.
sort of decide before you start putting your villages down
Yeah.
whether you want it to be colored or not.
I'm gonna go with pre-colored.
Okay, sounds like an excellent plan.
Do Hamlet. Do a little castle.
Gonna have a little mining village up here. A big town over here.
Okay, that's nice. You can put down kind of groups or individual things.
Yeah. It's very good when you start sort of Legoing them together.
Yeah.
You can get some really nice little layouts.
Mm, trees.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Nice. Okay.
Move the trees out of the lake.
So as you're building your map, have you discovered any story inspiration while you've been doing that?
Uh, somewhat. Like, it's mostly just like the why people would live anywhere. And it was like, I wanted to put a
Hmm.
little tent shack at the end of this river. It's like, oh, who lives there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly just questions, which
Hmm.
is,
I
kind of
think
inspiration.
I've ended up with the same question. I also have one weird loner living at the end of a river.
We both made a hermit. Okay.
I'm assuming it's a pretty big major river, so I'm assuming it's some crazy barbarian or werewolf or something that's
A
managed
werewolf.
to dominate control of the river by themselves.
But not a flat werewolf.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
What
I
else
can
is?
change what layer the symbols are on, so I can bring them forward. Oh, that's
Hmm.
so nice.
Yes, that's how we make the volcanoes.
Yes. And that's how I get not a cloud behind a hill.
Hmm.
Hmm. to Emily says, I want to make a map filled with notes as a form of storytelling. Would people be into that? Hell yeah.
Mm,
Looks like there's definitely like a labels thing. You can just drop text
yeah.
onto the
You
onto
can
the
drop
stuff.
text. There's a little text boxy thing that you can box out text if you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are also websites like World Anvil, which will give you a sort of Google Mapsified version of maps you put on there, and you can put pins in it. So that
Okay.
might also be useful for that.
Oh, grass.
Mm-hmm. Lots of grass. I generally like to add a heck of a lot of grass to things, because as long as you sort of dither it out, um, if you have grass in most places, then the places you don't have it actually look like you're kind of marking the area as barren rather than just it being a blank area.
Right.
But that does mean you do have to spend ages going, grass everywhere, all of it. Okay. I think it's time to add some roots.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So, paths?
Yep.
Well, then I can make the color. All right.
And
What?
it is a right click to stop pathing.
Okay.
Now we get to do something that I very much enjoy. Naming all the places.
Okay.
Which luckily I don't have to do, because this will come up with silly names for you.
Oh.
I want... Okay. Let's have a place. Take a settlement.
There's a font called Bilbo.
Hmm. Okay, what's a good name for this big town? Thornbury. Lovely, it's a wizard town. Hey, welcome to the World Dead Song.
Mule Glen.
Hmm. Ooh, I like Dangerbrook. Sounds like a place where adventure could be found.
Black Fall. That's good. Yeah.
Hmm. That's a good name.
Pyrmont. Pyromont. No. Just yeah, yeah, they deserve to be far away from everyone.
Hmm. You know what, I think perhaps we should be slightly fancy with these titles.
Making them Kirby.
Yeah.
Dangerbrook, voted safest city in the map area.
Absolutely. Reason it's dangerous is there is no brook.
What happened? It's dangerous for Brooks. Brooks shouldn't come to our town.
All brooks will be summarily dried.
We brook no Brooks. Thank you, Megapixel.
Very good. Owlshire. I like the sound of that.
Are they owls?
Um,
Or do they just like owls?
I don't know. I mean, there's no trees or, like... Is it better to make this place a shire? Or should I keep it being the weird desert that it currently is?
Ghost of Jeff Goldblum says, it's a typography mistake. It's actually Owls Hire. It's a town specializing in the gig economy, but for owls.
They had to go somewhere when they put the messenger pigeons out of business.
It's just feral owls everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. I think I am all done with labels.
Well, we are at time, I think, to take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a look at your zoomed out map. It's nice looking.
Thank you. Let's have a look at yours.
It's,
Because I can't quite see it when it's so small.
yeah.
I mean, I could say when it's taking up a tiny portion of my screen, at least it looks very nice. And I
If
can
I
only
just
assume...
make it really small and far away, then it looks good.
I'm certain it looks good up close as well.
All right, everybody. We're gonna take a break, so get some water, stretch, take your meds, and give us like 3 to 5 minutes. See you soon.
Bees! Live bees! Bee!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Cass and I are making maps. This is what we got going on. I've got some small towns, and some paths, and some lakes, and a big mountain, and a big tree. And Cass has so
same.
many trees.
So I think there's really only two things left for us to do. We can paint things, and then we can do the fun finishing touches bit, which is actually really fast.
Okay. How do I paint?
So if you go into land, the second to last option is a big old paintbrush. I would recommend opening the filter and doing sort of one type of thing at a time.
Ah, yeah.
Otherwise, all of your stuff, all of your mountains will be green, and all of your buildings will be green, and all of your trees will be green. And everything will be green. But yeah, this means you could just make it all big and not worry too much about it. Hey.
Yeah, it's fun. Little saturated there.
Okay, there we go. Now I see my problem. It is that my cloud is technically a mountain.
They are, yeah.
Well, that shall not be. I need a new cloud. This one has been tainted by colour.
Magic cloud. A wizard did it.
Well, we are land wizards.
I don't know if that works, Spin Dash. Cartogromancy?
I'm sure that's a thing. I mean, if that isn't something someone's played as a D&D wizard before, it definitely will be after today. I think I have insufficient trees.
Ooh, something bad happened there.
Hmm. I don't know why. I always add some orange trees.
You just like to kill
um,
trees. That's
yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but it makes the woods feel more done. I don't know why. Maybe it's a reminder that fall exists.
it's a memento mori.
Hmm. Just give it a little bit of texture. Okay, there we go. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about something that makes everything look fancier?
Very good about that, yes.
Excellent. Let's do a compass rose. And I don't know what they're called, but those big fancy lines in the water that happen.
Hmm.
We do them together. So in water, your second to bottom thing is what you want.
Yes.
And you also probably want to ramp up the outer radius setting to be way higher. I normally put it around 9,000, otherwise they just sort of stop after a bit.
Okay.
And just plonk that down, and then you can click it and you can muck about with it.
I could have like several of them. Oh no.
Yeah. You can have as many as you like. A little bit thicker. And then to proper fancy it up, once you put it down, if we jump into symbols, there is a compass roses section, and we can plonk one of those down onto it. There we go.
Just gonna do the skull one. You know,
Good choice.
made it tiny.
There we go, and that fancies everything up a little bit.
There we go.
Nice.
Now mine's appropriately sinister. In addition to having, you know, nonsense colors and
Hey, we don't know what kind of world this is. Maybe this is a road where, you know, the council has put some kind of magic purple rock so people can see it in the dark. Now, the most difficult question,
oh,
what to call this island?
Paradise.
Paradise. Sounds good. I don't know how we're spelling that, so I'm going to go with this.
Yeah, it's the correct number of E's.
Hmm. Yeah, that one.
Emily, I don't know why you put Snortle in chat, but that's going to be the name of my island.
Good name for an island.
Welcome to Snortle Island.
What's there? What are they known for? Snortle Island.
They're glowing pink roads.
Hmm. That's what I wanted to add. Need to name some of these oceans.
All right. Go with me. West Ocean and Other Ocean.
I appreciate that. That's good. But luckily, there's also a generator for water.
You can't just generate water.
I mean, apparently they can. I kind of like the idea of calling this ocean Mortal Lake.
That just raises so many questions.
Yeah. I assume that means when an ocean
Uh-huh.
sort of gains enlightenment and achieves immortality, it
Just-
becomes a lake.
It's just like, oh, I'm small and insignificant in the universal scale, so I should be just a lake. A saltwater lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Giant saltwater lake. Or it used to be a lake, and then it got big.
Hmm. It was once a lake, and then all the land around it sunk.
Can't quite read the name. It says Fruity Cove? Is that...
Frosty Cove.
Ah.
But I like Fruity Cove better, actually, so I'm gonna change it. Fruity Cove. Ooh, Titanic Void.
Whoa.
Let's have that. Okay.
There we go.
I think Paradise is done.
I think I'm pretty happy with Snortle. And now it just exists kind of in a void and not on the ocean at all.
I mean, who's to say that's not how the natural state of islands is?
That's just how things happen. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the super dense, like, lake-surrounded forest you've got going.
Yeah. I'm a little sad about the sort of northeasty empty void, but
Some places are just like that.
it's just an uncool location, so no one wants to build there. Yeah.
No, it's a location that you tell your players, your backstory can take place here, so you get to decide what exists in this area.
Alright, so let's
Always make your players do the work for you.
save as Snortle. Throw that on the desktop. That'll be great. So, I guess
Okay.
now,
Mm.
we, you know, gather some ideas for a fresh place, a fresh new face, a new face for Wonderdraft. Dearest the chat. First of all, how cool is this? Huh? Huh? Let's get Snortle out of here. This one, Paradise.
They're both very cool.
You're not supposed to give it a rating? You people. We practiced this so many times.
All art is good art. That's the rules.
Now they're just doing it to spite me. Anyways, so the next landmass or island or location should definitely be a horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
That just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be like a horseshoe. It could like it doesn't have to be a full body horse. Maybe there could just be horses living there. It's full of horse people.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Could be.
The neighboring island. Horse butt.
The island that's... Oh, dear. We've got some great suggestions going on. The trouble, like, you'd have to... I don't know whether it'd be better for that. You could have sort of, for the central, like, shaded crevice you'd have to do. You could do mountains, or you could have two islands very, very, very
Just
close to
very,
each other.
very close.
Yeah.
And the middle's just swamp. Like,
I feel choosing the regal theme for this may have been a mistake.
alright, yeah. I gotta get a new map open. Theme. Imagination. Stable currency. That's a good joke. All right, chat. I'm gonna start doodling, and I'll get back to you. And there better be ideas. You let me down with the cool thing, but this time. Okay, I will look at this island that's shaped like a seahorse. It is shaped like a seahorse. Wow. Okay. I believe you that that's really a real place in the Galapagos. I guess a seahorse
well,
is a kind of horse.
I'm going to aim for horse.
Alright. Majestic.
I think that's what horses look like.
Yep.
Sort of.
No, I'm an expert. I'm just telling you. Yes, that's what a horse looks like.
Mm. Well, I know what I do have to do is do a load of tiny peninsulas for a glorious mane. It's fjord time.
Oh. We're fjording people. Stand back. Or I guess bring your long sticks for vaulting.
Hmm.
Do like Luke Skywalker in that one movie. Mountains. the river starting with the fade in. Forgot to toggle off.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
It's not a big deal. It's just I
Irritating.
find it very odd that I guess technically it is more like rivers do start smaller. They just
Yeah,
look wrong.
but
when-
like in the mountains, not when they're coming from a lake source.
yeah. Well, making a horse's face out of a town has not worked. So a new plan arises.
Yep.
How do you feel about adding a bit of extra 3D-ness to stuff?
I'm curious to see how that goes. I saw the cliffs in the like town placement stuff. How many sirens live in the eye lake? One. There we go. I've added one to there. What's that, people? Yeah, that's right. There's mythological creature icons you can add.
Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff.
There's sci-fi buildings. If you really want a cryopod.
Needs more supply depots.
I mean, there's all of 5 sci-fi things, so unfortunately there isn't really enough to build a lot out of.
Yeah.
Unless your sci-fi civilization is really into stone walls. Okay, cliffs.
Well, I'm gonna put a wizard tower right next to the lake. There we go. Now, the siren isn't alone anymore. Because there's a wizard. So everyone can be happy.
it's starting to become a thing, but if anyone has any suggestions for what should become of the legs, I would
Huh.
love to hear it.
Yes. Chat, how does horse leggies translate to landmass? I guess desert for one of them? Dunes?
Yeah. All I can figure so far is that there's going to be a lot of fishing villages. Let's have the one on the lowest side be all sandy and dunes.
Yeah, I think like mountains and dunes and stuff. Just texture them up.
Yeah.
It is actually time for our second break.
Ah.
So, everybody, we'll be back after a few short minutes. See you soon.
Bees! Live bees! Bees!
Welcome back, everybody. Today, Cass and I are using Wonderdraft to make the horse islands. Whose idea was this? So far, got some main horse body, and on my end, I've decided another town should go where I put this path.
Hmm.
On yours, what are you doing with the circles, the dot symbols?
Yeah, I figured I would do dots instead of little village drawings this time.
Okay,
So these are all going to be little settlements that I'm going to connect up.
that makes sense.
Except for this one, because I want this to be an evil horse island, so I need to give it a house with a red roof.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Mm.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I think I'll definitely look at more like asset packs, or at least how to make or import. stuff. It seems like it would just be like a tile set or individual elements.
Yeah. Um, no, I think that exploit is a different thing. I think you may have to. Yeah, there's a custom bit. So actually, there's probably a folder somewhere that you can pop things in, I'd imagine.
I think so, yeah.
And I believe all. I think Humble Bundle store is the only place they do it, because I know when you go to the website, last time I checked, it just redirects you to their Humble Bundle store.
Yeah. Nectopia.
Nectopia. I've got a theme I'm going for with these names. But this one right here, I haven't decided what to name it yet, so you have until I reach that area to suggest what that should be called.
Tailbone? Coccyx.
I'm feeling like I'm in the mood for something Tropolis.
But, like, Astropolis is hard to say, so I don't think they would.
Yeah.
Just Arsland. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good name. Yeah.
Great Buddington. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
yes. That's good. The thing is, if we've got a Great Buttington, that means we
Well,
have to have a
speak
Little
for
Buttington too.
yourself. We could have Upper and Lower
I will.
Buddington. Lesser Buddington. Yeah.
Yeah. Now realizing I know a lot less about what bits of a horse are called than I thought.
Oh no.
Hmm. I can confidently say they probably have a side, so I'm going with that.
Foofums. If there's another Neaton, it needs to be like bad Neaton.
Well, there's regular Neaton. I mean, if they're competing, best Neaton.
You know, I I agree that you might not know parts of a horse if the foreleg is stake land.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really eat much meat, so
Could be, yeah, you're right. It could be any part of the horse.
where,
One of the
yeah,
soft
where
bits.
are steaks from? Somewhere.
Yeah. What should I call this place that's like on the tail curve?
Well, there's a tower nearby.
Yeah, it's like a
Looks sort of
lighthouse.
harboury. Yeah.
Ooh, harbor. Yeah. Burley town.
You go.
Whip crest.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'll try whip crest actually. Whip crest harbor.
Mm.
Oh, God.
I think this horse needs some colour.
Yeah, painting.
Hmm. So I just dust some of these trees to be a bit snowy.
Ooh. Google to Doris, I don't think it's a bad idea to have all of your fantasy maps just be animals now. It's definitely a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's certainly an interesting world you're going to create if you, if all of your maps are animals. And then you can have every campaign lead up to them fighting.
Smash them together.
Yeah, it's like Shadow of the Colossus, but even bigger.
As this is Wonderdraft.
Hmm.
Side Glen is an outlier and should not be counted.
I don't know more bits of a horse that are there. What else is on the side of a horse?
God only knows.
What mysteries those majestic beasts are. What are they made of anyway?
Nobody knows. You came to the wrong town to ask that question.
Okay then. There we go. Are you happy now, chat? Are you happy now?
Yes. I speak for the chat. Everyone's happy. Mostly they're making fun of
Excellent.
my names and not your names. As much of them as they could glean. Or Glenn.
Oh, Glen Glen. That's a good place.
Yeah.
I need to make this horse look more evil.
Red eyes or blue eyes make them look evil.
Yeah. Let us corrupt the eye crater, or whatever this is.
Make it a nasty swamp or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's with it.
Oh yeah, that's nasty.
Hmm.
Eye gunk is getting everywhere.
Yeah. I'm starting to get the feeling that that little house isn't a tent, but it's just sunk into whatever this is. That is definitely the main plot of whatever campaign this map is from.
Yeah.
Deal with this. Whatever this is.
You gotta make your way from Great Buddington all the way to
This unnamed, half-sunken house. Yeah, let's name this thing. Why not? Let's go with the Pit of Malice.
Yep. That's pure malice.
Which is
oozing out of
good
there.
unless anyone has a version of that name that's a horse pun, in which case I'll change it.
No, I'm only seeing like Death Swamp and Eyebrows. Horse Swamp. The Swamp of Sadness.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a pun. It's a little bit horse related.
It's a bit horse related. The Eye of Sadness? The Eye of Sorrows?
Ooh, Sorrows is good.
The Sty of Sorrows. That's a bit
Ew.
horse related.
Ew. No one wants that.
Exactly, that's why the
Ew.
quest is to destroy it.
And then we can rename it. If you destroy something, you get
Maybe.
to give it a new name.
I mean, in my experience, when people finish a D&D campaign, they usually blow the place up. But
It's true.
I guess they could name whatever's left.
Uh,
What's next?
All right. So, we're coming up to the end of the stream. So, how about we get a zoomed out view of your beautiful horse?
Absolutely. Do we have... as we finish, let's just quickly... What do we call Horse Island?
I called mine Horse Island, so it's already taken. You can't
Oh.
You can't use Horse Island. There
What do we
could
call-
be only one.
Okay, then this,
Uh.
I guess, should be Seahorse Island?
Yeah, maybe. Question mark.
Seahorseland.
Everyone loves Seahorseland.
There we go. There we are.
I
We
love
have
this.
truly created two majestic creations.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining me today, Cass, and for
Thank you very much for having
showing
me.
me how to poke at Wonderdraft. Where can people find you if they want to see more creation?
People can find me at www.cassmary.com, which is where all of my stuff lives. I do the Twitters, I do the Twitches, both only occasionally. And if you want to get in touch with me for map reasons or I guess other reasons, that's how you do it.
All right. Well, thank you again, and goodbye, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bees.